Veritek and A-Rod going at it.
Wakefield, swing and a miss. He struck him out. How valuable is Wakefield to these Red Sox?
Pandemonium loose in this garden. Pandemonium right now. Scores in the Boston Bruins.
Yeah, baby! Bam! Yeah!
And the Patriots are jumping up and down. That means that the Patriots are indeed the champions.
Kick up. Kick is on the way, and it is good! It's good!
Tom short drop. Looks left. Throws.
Touchdown! Patriots! Unicorns! Show ponies!
People Havlicek steals it. Over the sand goes. Havlicek stole the ball. It's all over.
This is Don Orsillo live from Lake Winnipesaukee in New Hampshire with the Mad Fisherman.
So I hear we're doing a documentary of some sort. About what?
Hi, my name is Charlie Moore, and we're fishing Chabaco Lake in Hamilton, Mass. Hi, I'm Charlie Moore, and we're fishing on Lake Chabaco. It's located in Hamilton, Mass. It's 209 acres. Oh, geez, stop that, will you? Today, we're going to be fishing on South Charlton Reservoir, Gloucester with the Yankee Fleet, striper fishing. Fishing Lake Winnipesaukee. We're on the Connecticut River. So let's hurry up, get in the boat, and do some fishing. I even kissed my bass, too.
Before there was social media, before there was Snapchat, before there was TikTok, there was a little show called Front Row Outdoors, and it started back in 1996.
Look at this smallmouth. How much is he gonna go?
2.5 pounds.
I'm thinking like maybe 8.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 8 pounds.
Maybe 8.
I don't know, maybe.
I was in charge of the outdoors. I was gonna take out athletes and interview them while on my boat while we were fishing. So that was the whole theme, get them out of the locker room, you know, get them off the field and get them on the water and do the interview style that way. And it was 1.5 minutes every other week, and I did 6 episodes. And I don't think I got paid. That's the truth. You know, you can probably put that in there, I don't give a
There you go. Right in there. Yeah, there you go. Oh, woo. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, here.
The early days in Front Row Outdoors were just insane. It was like a band getting together, you know. I met my producer, Bob Sylvester, and Bob and I instantly hit it off. We just connected, young kids, and we were just cutting our teeth in TV, and the Red Sox were just starting to pop, and Nesson was just starting to get bigger. You know, we came on the scene in '96, and we just caught lightning in a bottle. It just happened. Everybody that was working on Front Row, Tom Caron, Krista Mastriani, everybody didn't know what was gonna happen from year to year. I mean, it was like, we don't know if we're bringing the show back, and we don't know what's gonna happen. It was very nerve-wracking, to say the least, because, you know, you got on TV and you were super pumped, you know, and you had that opportunity, but then, is it gonna last? I would never thinking about a 30-year run on TV. I can tell you that. Doing Front Row Outdoors, I was just happy to be renewed for the following season. I'd like to take you back to the very first shoot. It was actually quite interesting, to say the least. I convinced Nesson to give me a shot. I convinced Nesson to give me the opportunity to host Front Row Outdoors.
When I first met Charlie, he was a scrappy kid with an idea to create his own show, sell his own advertising, and make fishing a mainstay. Most networks would have dismissed his pitch, but we recognized Charlie's creativity, his drive, and determination to make that show a success.
They set up a pilot episode to be shot at the Merrimack River in Lowell, and it had snowed the night before. And what happened was the snowplow guy put like 5 feet of snow in front of the ramp. So I showed up in a borrowed pickup truck from my father-in-law, and I saw a shovel on the lady's porch, and I just went over and grabbed it. And I started shoveling like a madman to get the boat ramp clear. We get the boat on the water, didn't catch anything, but it was a test. Can you walk? Can you talk? Can you chew gum on TV? And they kind of pushed it over, and I was the host of Front Row Outdoors.
Next week, we'll mark a new era on the water with Charlie Moore. Join him in his new time slot, Tuesdays at 6:30 here in the Front Row.
You ran away with my lure. Hey, I'll put this one in my pocket. I'm taking this home and let's go.
That's a nice fish.
That was a big fish.
Look at this. Oh, baby! I'll just be in the corner here all day long.
So Front Row Outdoors was early on in Front Row. We were trying to do lots of different things, as well as pro sports. I always enjoyed fishing, mostly saltwater fishing. So when I started trying to advocate to go do some fishing, along came Charlie Moore.
Woo! Woo! All right!
Let me get that.
I caught this on a sluggo.
38 and a half.
38 and a half. Oh, yes!
Record's intact.
50 inches of my life. That's a 3.5, 4 pound smallie right here.
When Charlie Moore first came on Front Row, he was a kid. He was so young. We were all so young. He's maybe not the Mad Fisherman you see today. He was a kid learning his way, but pretty quickly we learned that off camera, he was hilarious and a nut. He was funny, he was crazy, and we were always having a good time. And it didn't take long for that to start showing up on screen.
Got him. Yeah, how many? Ooh, lost him. Got him back again. Same fish. Okay, I'm having fun now.
I need to correct something though. Charlie said he didn't get paid. He did get paid. $50 for every 2-3 minute episode he did. 50 big ones.
I love the Bahamas, okay? I'm having fun now.
Looking back at 1996, 97 through 2000, I just can't believe it's been 30 years.
Oh, man. Oh, Jason. Oh, Jason. Oh, man. I almost went in that drink. I almost went.
Never mind you.
I
Come
just
on,
did
get
that.
in here.
But I just can't believe how much fun it's been.
I just dislocated my shoulder. Look, it's broken.
It just evolved. It was just a real foundation that was being built.
Herb Reed is the man who created Lunker City, and he's Charlie's guest for tonight's fishing adventure.
Finally!
Look at that sluggo in the tree.
Well, we used the whole smorgasbord of lures, but what caught the big one here?
The old sluggo.
In the year 2000, I got a phone call that they're going to cancel Front Row Outdoors. And of course, I was the host of Front Row Outdoors, and I was, you know, not concerned at all. To be honest with you, I had already been told that I was going to be spun off into a half-hour show when that had already been on the works. And that's how I got the half-hour show. So we were going to be doing Charlie Moore Outdoors.
He's the only guy I've ever thrown out of my office in 40 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, the irrepressible Charlie Moore.
Say 1, 2, 3, 4. I know a man named Charlie Moore.
Charlie Moore! Yeah! Charlie Moore right here!
Yeah, hi, I'm here to bail out Charlie Moore.
All of Italy better look out for the Moore family.
Act normal. Try to fit in.
5, 6, 7, 8. Charlie Moore is
Charlie's making me work.
Charlie, I was out in the ocean fishing with Charlie Moore. Mighty peculiar, don't you think?
I don't have a clue, Charlie.
Yeah, no Charlie Moore. He's energetic. He's good at what he does. He's a good person. And he just happens to be a fisherman.
DMC and Mad Fish, yo, peace. We out.
What you gonna do when the mad fisherman comes fishing for you?
It was really awesome to be able to have the support of my mother and father-in-law and my wife, Angela, who I met at CVS going in to get Twizzlers and watching a movie with my mom. I went in to get Twizzlers and I left with a wife. So I met her in CVS in Beverly, Massachusetts.
Charlie and I first met on June 26, 1988. And he was just as crazy back then as you see him now.
We lived with our in-laws in a two-family duplex. We lived there for 10 years. So, and I gotta tell you, that was some of the best 10 years of my life. Now, if you ask them, maybe not so much, right? But me, I mean, you know, it was great. So when I got the opportunity, I started a tackle store in Beverly, Massachusetts on Cabot Street, and it was called Bass Country. And it lasted about 8 months. So yeah, it was a failure. But I was driving up in my F-250 pickup truck with my wife, Angela, to her parents' house. And I said, you know, if I could just get a brand new truck, get a brand new bass boat, and live in a log cabin on a lake like Coach, you know, Craig T. Nelson, that kind of place, I'd be all right. Yeah, simpler times, right? I'd like to go back to that.
I'm gonna cry. Because from where we were and what you had to do to get us to where we are, that's why I'm saying I know it takes a lot for everybody to help out and everything, but it took a leap. It was a leap. And I had faith in you and everything, but it was a lot back then when you're really poor and have nothing, and you see, you know, I guess that's the best time to go for your dream. And, you know, being able to live with, you know, mom and dad for a while really put us in a spot for you to go ahead and get what you wanted, and here you are.
Yeah, it's crazy. 30 years, it's crazy. But I am a firm believer that people are gonna be successful because if they're gonna create their own environment, they're gonna find a way. I was going to create my own environment. I was going to be an actor, a comedian, and a fisherman, and I was gonna wrap up all of my personalities and put it into one TV series that turned into 2 TV series, that turned into 3 TV series, okay? And I did it. over the years, we started to get more and more people that wanted to be on the show. They wanted to hang out and they wanted to go fishing. They wanted to talk about their lives and talk about their careers, and that was just great.
When Charlie first started doing stuff on Front Row, it was just one segment every other week, every 3 weeks, a couple of minutes. And then because it was working, we suggested, oh, hey, let's do 2 segments. Let's do 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And then we started getting some athletes and some celebrities and things on there. We'll make it a half-hour special edition of Front Row. And there was your very first Charlie Moore Outdoors. And then when Front Row unfortunately went away after a few years, Charlie Moore and the Mad Fisherman stuck around.
In 2000, I brought up Drew Bledsoe to Lake Winnipesaukee. That was crazy.
Hey, what are you doing? What do you think, of Drew Bledsoe or something?
Hey, man, just give me my ball back.
Hey, it is Drew Bledsoe.
It was just chaos. People were yelling from the docks. They all knew we were there. It was just absolutely nuts.
Oh, it's gotta hurt.
That hurts. That hurts.
You know, the guests just kept on coming. But one that sticks out that I was super, super pumped about was Raymond Bork.
I haven't been around a guy that has that kind of energy too often. You really got to pad the walls when he's around you, because that's what he brings, and he brings it every day.
Oh, yes! You see the size of that?
When Ray and I got the opportunity to connect and, you know, and hang out, and it was just simply amazing. We went fishing, and then we went to Tresca, and then we went to a spa that his wife owned, and we got pedicures naturally. I mean, what else are you gonna do when you're with Ray Bork besides get a pedicure, right? I mean, that's just a given.
What have you done with Ray?
What are you talking about? The pedicure was pretty funny. You know, it's just think about, you know, Charlie and I sitting in 2 pedicure chairs, and the funny part at the restaurant, we had a little bet on who's gonna be recognized more here. I don't remember who won. I'm gonna say we tied, but it was funny. We had a great time, and I tell you, he makes you laugh all the time with the energy that he brings.
I'm getting my feet done with Ray Bork on TV. I mean...
No, I'm not touching your feet.
Other than that, I'm all right.
The facial was, that was not bad. The massage that was good. But skating on the ice with number 77, Ray Bork, well, that was a bit of a, I mean, yeah, it's Ray Bork.
Charlie, get off the ice! There you go. Get off! Give me a break, Ray, huh? Not everyone's Ray Bork.
Yeah, I definitely felt like a fish out of water. Early on, I also fished tournaments, and I got really into the whole Foxwoods Bass Trail and the Smallmouth Open on Lake Winnipesaukee. But my tournament career was not going to take off because the TV career just completely took off. So at some point, I had to pick between the TV career and fishing tournaments for a living. And to me, I didn't want to win the Bassmaster Classic. I wanted to win an Emmy Award.
Hi, it's Charlie Moore's Outdoors. I'm the Mad Fisherman. Stay tuned for Slavage.
The Motor City Madman, that would be Ted Nugent.
Charlie Moore, this is called Partying with Uncle Ted. Is that a party?
So we got the opportunity to go to Michigan, I think it was Jackson, Michigan, and we did a show. Ted and I became just instant friends. He's crazy, he's nuts.
You're probably asking yourself, did he shoot 16 bullets or only 15? Well, in all this madness, I've kind of lost track myself. And seeing as how this is a Glock 10 millimeter, and in my hands, the most powerful handgun in the world, you've got to ask yourself, do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
That's lunch. And that was the very first Emmy Award that I won.
When Charlie won his first Emmy, it was just surreal.
What he's kind of created, not only fishing, you see him cooking, you see him barbecuing, you see him in restaurants, you see him all over the world.
Yeah, there was so many great pivotal moments early on. So Nessun comes to me and they have a request. They want to do the first ever original TV series on Nessun. And we did it. We did a show called Roughing It.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Subaru of New England's Roughing It. I'm Charlie Moore.
We were actively developing innovative programming throughout my 40-year career, and Roughing It seemed like an ideal opportunity to expand our outdoor genre. And we looked to Charlie, given he was one of our most recognizable television personalities.
How are you now?
Charlie,
how you doing? Charlie Moore.
Charlie, how are you?
Mark's got a knife.
Hey.
Step away from the knife.
Nice to meet you. How you doing, buddy?
We're going to be camping in actual tents, so we'll talk about it.
Charlie already had an established brand with the outdoor community, and his ability to engage personalities and really bring out the best in them made him a natural for the show.
Hold on a second. The hell is that?
Locusts! I knew this was a bad burial ground. Light up the sky with pine cones.
When I got the nod to do the hosting job at Roughing It, I went to the Red Sox game to do a meet and greet with some of the sponsors that they had brought on board to sponsor the TV series. That was the first time I got the opportunity to meet Ernie Bach Jr.
Charlie Moore. Charlie Moore. People ask me, what's Charlie Moore like? I say, see the TV show? He's just like that. And they say, he can't be like that all the time. Charlie Moore is like that all the time. He runs at 1,000 and there is no off switch.
Let's say you're heading out on Lake Winnie and we're looking for some Larrys. Wellington, what do you suggest?
Well, you know, I'm not too big on the Larrys, but if I had to guess, I would tie on my all-time favorite, the Woolly Bugger. Have you tried the Woolly Bugger, Charlie?
No, absolutely not. I've never tried the Woolly Bugger. No offense, Charlie.
None taken.
The very first time I was in his presence was for a Nessun thing. I think they gave him his own show, you know, one of the gazillion shows the guy has on TV. And the guy comes in, it was like lightning in a bottle. I had never seen anything like it. I immediately was, what the?
Oh, it was good. I mean, you know.
We became unbelievable friends.
He finally came.
Nobody's giving you anything.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Put the stuff.
It's a true Christmas miracle. Here he is. Are you kidding me? Ernie Bach and Subaru of New England sponsored Roughing It.
Stay with us on Subaru of New England's Roughing It.
It was fun. Now, a lot of people think that I didn't rough it because I slept in an RV. That's true. This is true. By the 6th episode, they forced me into a 2-man tent. Now I'm truly roughing it. And funny story is, the first night I slept in a tent, complete monsoon. Never stopped raining the entire night. So, yeah, rough it or quit. Well, I almost quit because I wasn't having any of that.
Hey, it's raining here on Roughing It, but we're still gonna have a good time. Let's jump in the Subaru.
After about a year, Ernie signed a deal with Charlie Moore Outdoors and Mad Fish Productions to be a presenting sponsor for that series.
Charlie Moore Outdoors is brought to you by Subaru of New England.
The rest is history. Ernie and I have been friends ever since.
Staying with Charlie Moore is a lot of fun, and as a business aspect, it's good for business. I love Charlie Moore.
You know, the guests just kept on coming. I mean, the shows just kept on coming. It was like, it was fast, and we were moving, and everything's growing. And it kept on continuing. I start really cold calling ESPN. And now I'm bumping on ESPN hard. Dan Bowen, watching me in the cafeteria at ESPN, saw my show and said, well, get me Charlie Moore.
This is Charlie Moore.
How good is it to be me?
He hails from Boston.
Red Sox.
He's loud.
Help! Send Busman home! Where you going?
He's funny. Oh, and he can flat out fish.
4-pounder. Yeah.
It's pretty simple. You challenge him to anything with a rod and reel, and he shows up and whoops you. Are you ready? He is.
Long story short, we create a TV series called
Welcome to Beat Charlie Moore.
So the first time I met Charlie Moore was 2003, and it was crazy. I couldn't believe it.
Where's my bolt? I must have broke a bolt. I know what I'll do. I'll go to Obashan Hardware. Oh, man, look at the selection of paints they got here. It's incredible. How you doing? I need a hitch pin for my trailer. I broke mine. Whoa, okay. Thanks, buddy. Found my hitch pin and everything else I need.
Obashan Hardware will fix you right up.
There's so many sponsors that I want to thank.
I'm George Carey.
Chuck Rolacek.
Fitz Insurance.
A policy of trust.
My name is Mike Payne.
I'm Kurt Kendall.
I'm Jason Karen, and this is Post 1917.
From all of us at Wolf Spirit, Puncher's Chance Bourbon, Mr. Pickles Gin, love you.
Especially the ones that have been there from the beginning.
What does the relationship with Charlie Moore mean to the Obashan Company? It's exhausting. It's been going on way, way too long. And it's got to come to an end at some point. Yeah. Just kidding. Just kidding. Charlie, I love you. As a fourth-generation family business going on 119 years, we know how rare it is to do one thing really well for a long, long time. And that is exactly what Charlie has done.
The year was 2001, and I was in my house on Sergeant's Pond in Wolfboro, New Hampshire. I told my sons, Nicholas and Anthony, to go get the mail. And I saw in the mail this flyer. And I looked at the flyer, and I looked at the back, and there was 156 locations. And I flipped it over to the front, and I kept on saying, Ubicon Hardware? Ubicon? So I called them, and the person who answered the phone, Mike Matson.
I was at the Obashan office. My phone rang, I picked it up. Charlie Moore's on the other line. He was pretty excited, pretty passionate, as he is today. He just saw a great potential partnership, and through conversation, I also saw the potential. And again, 25 years later, 30 years that he's now been on the show, and here we are.
It's been an amazing relationship with Obashan Hardware and their entire family, and we haven't looked back since.
For our team and family, being a small part of that story has not only been a privilege, but honestly, just a lot of fun.
Pretty sure that was a rubber chicken. Thank you, Abukan.
Adam, you made a lot of big kicks last year. Hey, man, you had a great season. Well, so did you. Lots of big fish, great celebrities. What a season. Adam, what are you going to do in the off-season this year? Pretty much the same as I did last year. How about you? I think I'm going to do the same thing, too. Well,
Break's over. Adam, it's my turn to fill it.
You filled it last time. It's not mine.
Come on, let me fill it.
Eastern Propane and Oil, family owned and operated since 1932. No one delivers like we do.
When I first met Charlie, I got to tell you, because I'd seen him on TV, but from the moment we met, I think we knew it was going to be a really good relationship.
I was introduced to Chuck Clement from former Boston Bruin Steve Leach, a friend of mine.
Oh, Steve Leach, buddy, how's it going?
Good, buddy. How you doing, Charlie?
Tell you
How's
what,
it going?
Beautiful New England day here, huh?
We became very close friends 1 year after signing a deal with Aubuchon Hardware.
I tell you, 25 years later, we really love doing things together, and we love having Eastern as part of the Charlie Moore team. It's been a great experience.
We've all grown together, and it's been a really good marriage for Nesson, the Red Sox, the Bruins, Mad Fish Productions, and Eastern Propane and Oil, and Aubuchon Hardware. It's been great. Beat Charlie Moore was just stupid. I mean, it just blew up. It just absolutely blew up. It was the first time in the history of ESPN where a TV series had the host's name in the title. I'm gonna take that to the grave. The show was given to Wintercom in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They were a production company for ESPN. And that's where I met producer Doug Orr, a friendship that remains to this very day.
We've been bad boys.
Hope you've been naughty.
Bad boy, naughty.
I knew the minute I met Charlie, after several phone conversations and then meeting him in person, we were going to hit it off. We had the same passion for just wanting to entertain people, and we didn't care what people thought. It was all about having fun and putting out the best product and the best show we could, regardless of what the status quo was, regardless of what everybody else was doing. We didn't follow a pattern. We did our own thing, and that became Beat Charlie Moore.
We were basically doing what we wanted to do, and we did.
Three things in Boston: Red Sox, Patriots, and fishing.
Beat Charlie Moore was cutting edge, man. Beat Charlie Moore had split screens and fast pace and hip hop music, and we're beeping and swearing and breaking rods. It was real.
I knew I wanted to do something that captivated his personality and captivated my editing, producing style, which was out of the box. We're gonna bring something fresh, unique, different, and we're gonna put it out in the world and see what happens. If we had a motor breakdown, that's what we showed. If we had go sideways, that's what we showed. If we only caught one fish, Oklahoma, that's what we showed.
Oh, look at this. You're not able to fish here. Please remove away from the dock.
Not even
How far? How far? And everyone's yelling, how far? Just get the hell away! All right. Talk about ruining the show.
It was always my goal to go out and entertain people and just have a really good time. I was the first one that made it not just a fishing show. It was always a lifestyle, sports, entertainment show.
I mean, we flew around the country traveling like rock stars. We were a shock to the ESPN outdoor programming. We were a shock to programming in general. Beat Charlie Moore did everything that was totally opposite of what the outdoors was.
We were just crushing it, and I couldn't have been more proud at the time to be on two of the biggest networks in the entire country. You gotta understand, I'm on Nesson, the Red Sox, and breaking the 86-year curse, and the show's ratings were just absolutely through the roof. And then I'm on the worldwide leader itself, ESPN, with Beat Charlie Moore. I mean, millions of people were watching me every week. Millions. First it was the Patriots taking 2 Super Bowls, then the Red Sox, well, they won the World Series, and now there's me. I just had to pinch myself, but I'll tell you what, I just ran with that, man. I just kept on working harder and harder, and it was awesome. I mean, getting the opportunity to work with a local New England company like Brigham's Ice Cream and creating your very own ice cream called Mad Mud.
With Charlie's help and everything that's happened, a portion of this will go to the HIV program here at Children's Hospital.
We want to do something good, you know. We're very proud of this relationship that we have here with Children's Hospital. But more importantly, I'm very proud that we can actually do something in a positive light for the kids, to give back to the kids.
In 2007, Charlie was inducted into the Boston Sports Museum Hall of Fame, and by then, NESN was more than 20 years old and the most successful regional sports network in the country. Our success was created by an incredibly talented team of professionals who worked tirelessly to produce some of the best content on television that was comparable with any national network. At that point, Charlie's show had become deeply woven into the fabric of NESN and really one of the centerpieces of the network's programming lineup.
The final sportsman we honor here tonight has hosted multiple shows on NESN and ESPN over the last decade. Ladies and gentlemen, the irrepressible Charlie Moore.
I want to thank Marcus Moran, and I want to thank Chuck Clement, they're great friends. I have a story to tell about everybody here. It's a lot of effort that is put into this show, a lot of devotion, and I want to thank my beautiful wife.
For decades, Charlie has been one of the most popular personalities on the network. I've always had an enormous respect for Charlie's work ethic and his ability to succeed in any endeavor he undertakes.
I created a TV series called Charlie Moore, No Offense. If there's one musical story that really stands out, it's getting the opportunity to have Daryl McDaniels from Run DMC write, perform, and produce my theme song.
What was it like? I was under a lot of pressure.
When I came up with Charlie Moore, No Offense, I called up Daryl McDaniels and said, can you do a song? And he did the song that we hear today in the beginning of Charlie Moore, No Offense.
Charlie Moore is the Mad Fisherman. Charlie Moore is the Mad Fisherman. I was very nervous because I didn't want to disappoint. His show is incredible. It's well known, hugely popular. I meet him and then he wants me to do the theme song. He basically said, D, it's about me and it's about my show, but do what you do. So once he said that, I was like, okay, maybe I could deliver. But it was definitely fun. It was exciting and it came out really, really dope.
One thing I will say, 30 years of being on TV, number one, is remarkable. How many people do you see that have the staying power for 30 years and continue to put out a really fun and enjoyable and informative product? I think at the end of the day, I can tell you that people love to see Charlie out on the lake and always hollering to him. And I tell you, we've had incredible experiences. It's been great to have this relationship. And aside from that, it's been a lot of fun as well.
looking for an opportunity to just try to get outside that box and do something different. I got the opportunity to do a sitcom in LA called Mad Fish. That was a great experience.
Remember we had a little talk about not, sugarcoating things? I'm a big boy. Just give it to me straight.
You embarrassed the hell out of him.
I can't believe you just blurted that out.
Ultimately, there was a lot of moving parts, and it didn't work out, but the show was sold, and now it was called The Last Man Standing, which is, Tim Allen, and that was based upon my life and my show. Sad that I couldn't do it because of my other obligations contractually, but I was, equally happy with the entire experience. I was called upon by Cam Neely and Peter Chiarelli at the time, was the GM for the Boston Bruins. And bottom line is we created a show together called Behind the Bee. I'm very proud of Behind the Bee. It was great. And we came out with guns blazing.
Lucic starts the jackhammer going.
I also got the opportunity to work with the Boston Bruins and creating a new show called Bruins Academy.
I'm Charlie Moore. This is Bruins Academy.
I was just over the top ecstatic to be able to create yet another TV series. Both shows have won Emmy Awards. I felt like the fifth line sentiment. I felt like I was on the ice, you know what I mean? Hey, I'm open, throw me the puck, you know what I mean?
Well, Charlie, I just want to start by congratulating you on an amazing career with all the different athletes, celebrities that you've had on your show. You brought so much to New England in terms of just what you created. You were very passionate about what you're doing. You're an amazing man. You're an amazing family man, and that says a lot about you. Love you, buddy.
Charlie getting his first moment on TV for, I think it was a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and he was getting $50 every time he was doing it, but he stuck it out, and he is here today because of his integrity and his hard work. It has paid off.
It's hard to believe it all started back in 1996 on a little magazine show on Nesson called Front Row. 30 years of television, 30 years of creating unforgettable memories, 30 years of amazing guests and amazing locations. 30 years of my life. It's hard not to look back at the past 30 and not pay respect to my crew, especially the ones who have helped me in the very beginning. Mike Cole, Eric Sharmer, Patrick Gramere, Sal Maganera, Dustin Blanchette, John Durba, Patrick Conroy, and of course, the late, great Johnny Martin. Thank you to my family, friends, and sponsors for all the love and support through the good times, through the great times, and well, through the rough waters. So far, the journey has been nothing less than epic. And as I put an exclamation point on the first 30 years of my TV career, I think to myself, nobody can take away all the great memories. Nobody can take away all the fun that I've had. And nobody can take away all the accomplishments that I have achieved. Truthfully, I will take them with me for the rest of my life. However, true to form, I really look forward to the next chapter, the next 30 years. And I look forward to taking this journey with all of you.